Hey, it's Chris here with BSO. I just wanted to take this time to try to show you one of the fundamentals that I think everybody should know, and that's how to make homemade sauerkraut. Well, all you really need, honestly, is cabbage, salt, and thyme. That's it. It's real simple. We're going to get through this pretty quick. See you in a minute. All right, so here we have it. We're going to show you through the magic of editing how everything comes out, but that's our cabbage. There's our bowl. We have enough pickling salt, and we have a jar. Now I'm using these fermentation lids because you want to have something like that. You want to have something where you're going to allow air to escape. Otherwise, you're going to have a big mess on your hands. So we're going to get everything chopped up. What you want to do is you want to quarter your cabbage, get it nice and shredded, which I'll show you, and then put it in the bowl and mix it with some salt. About a tablespoon and a half for a head like this, and then let that sit to, well, you're going to massage it for about 10 minutes to bring out all the liquid from your cabbage, and then you're just going to pack it in a jar and then put a brine on. And the brine is just water and salt. I have every quart of water is about 4 teaspoons of salt. And I like using the canning and pickling salt for this, but you can use regular if you need to. So I've done it before that way. It works out fine. Also, if you decide you wanted to add something special to this, you can put honey, sugar, apples, carrots. Some people put carrots in it just to give it a different flavor. But I'm just going to go with basic. Boom, 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 done. All right, we'll see you when it's all shredded. All right, so we have everything laid out, and the next step is to salt it. When you salt it, you want a half tablespoon of salt for every pound of cabbage. So I'm going to need, I think it was 3 tablespoons. So we're going to get that in, then we're going to start squishing it, and we'll show you what that looks like when we're done. All right, so we have the cabbage in the bowls. I had to get 2 bowls. Salt's already in it. And what you need to do for about 10 minutes, 10 long minutes, is this. It is just squeeze it because you're trying to get the liquid. You can see it's getting wet, which is good. That's a good thing. Yep. So you just got to alternate, squeeze. You want to get as much of that liquid out as you can because that's going to help, with the fermentation process. Just keep squeezing. Again, I have the brine out. It's already on the stove, getting ready to boil. Another thing you're going to want to do is, there's a leaf over there. Why do I have that leaf? I'm glad you asked. It's because I want to place that on top of the sauerkraut, because then the spring is going to push on top of that leaf, and it's going to make sure everything stays under the liquid. It's just a, just a safety thing. All right, I'll finish squishing this, and we'll catch you back here in a minute. Just a heads up before I forget, if you're into the math of it all, and I don't blame you, math is fine, it is 2% of salt by weight that should go into it. So, I mean, if that's your thing, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, it's like a half a tablespoon per pound. It works out either way. All right, so I have the brine boiling, and you have to boil it, then you got to let it cool because you do not want to put that in the glass thing hot. Not because of the glass. I mean, of course, that is part of it, but you don't want to cook this. You're not cooking the cabbage. You're just submerging it in a brine. So once you get the salt and water all dissolved and all boiled up, you're going to put it on top of this. But I wanted to show you all of that squeezing brought a lot of the liquid out of the cabbage, which is good because that's what you want. You want to put this in with your jar. So yeah, we'll come back when we're ready to stuff it in the jar. All right, real quick, I'm stuffing this in. I have my brine ready. I got my extra leaf there going, but we're stuffing this sucker in, and as you can see, it's gonna fit. It's just it doesn't look like that when you first start. I guess you can hear the rain going on outside, so I figured this was a good day to do this. All right, as soon as I get her back stuffed in there, we'll get with you and we'll add the brine, we'll seal it up. And then honestly, the only thing you have to do is wait for like 3 to 4 weeks, and then it'll be done. And you'll know because it's going to start bubbling at the top. And when it stops bubbling, completely stops, then you know the fermentation is done. You can take this lid off, you can take the spring out, and just store it in the fridge. I think you can probably get a good 6-8 months out of it, unless you can it if you use a pressure canner, but that's a whole other topic we're not going to get into here. All right, we'll talk to you when it's all stacked in there. See ya. All right, so we have that leaf in there, that extra, and that's going to hold all of the shredded stuff down under the brine liquid. Honestly, this is it. We're going to screw the cap down and just set it in the cool, usually about 70 degrees or so space, and let it sit for, again, 3 to 4 weeks. Now again, these tops are nice because they come with the vent hole to let the gases escape, because if you don't do that, if you don't have something to let those escape, this sucker's going to explode. And yes, I'm having a bit of a struggle session here getting this lid on, but there we go. All right, any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out, and until next time, have fun. All right, so I just wanted to do an update before the end of the video. This is after about a week and a half, maybe close to 2 weeks. Made cookies, and yeah, so here's what it looks like. It's not rocket science. There you go. There it is. Perfectly fine. Now, you can't smell it, I know, until I invent smell-o-vision, but it's starting to smell like sauerkraut. And you just keep the lid on it, and that'll keep the fermentation going for the next 2 weeks, and by then it should be done. And yes, I do have these struggles with this lid, but that's me. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment. Let us know what you want to see me make next. Have fun.